Hey, Richard, what's going on? Hey, Tai'ers, hopefully y'all having a wonderful morning, evening, night, midnight special, whatever time this is coming at you. Take this energy now that we all in the same boat. We can start the conversation. Hey, guys, I'm happy I was able to make it in time. Something was trying to not let this come out. But we here and it's 11/11, November 11, 2018. So it's a very special awakening day. So we're going today, once I enlarge this, we're going to talk about some numbers. We're going to talk about 11/11. But pretty soon, in about 9, 10, 11, in about 3 more minutes, it's going to be November 11th, and it's going to be 11/11 the time. So let's all gather around for this. Hopefully y'all day is going nice, like I was saying earlier. My man, I got a couple synchronicities lined up that I actually want to tie about and talk to y'all about as well, that I just been plotting out and writing down in my little journal to save for this day to talk about. And as well, man, we're going to talk about ones. If you see in 1 1 everywhere, or 2 2s, 3 3s, 4 5 5s, whatever it is that it is, we're going to tie. We're going to do some tying. I'm just waiting for this 11/11 to pop up before we really get the manifestation started. So just be sure y'all drop a like, and at 11/11, if y'all here live, just drop a comment or something that's on your mind, something that you wishing to manifest, or whatever it is that's on your mind, leave it in the comments at 11/11, so we can all bring our consciousnesses together and see, just see what happened. Just see, this is a huge, awesome experiment. And I got some stuff to talk about 11/11 as well, and some other numbers, like the distance between my house on the East Coast and where I moved to on the West Coast. And the numbers that I found in the distance and the numbers that I found in the actual latitude and longitude. It really pointed me in a direction in my life that's really special. But we're going to tie on that in a bit. I'm just giving some previews. Now in the room, we got 1 more minute. 1 more minute. It's 10, 11:10. 11:10. I'm literally sweating. Like, this is how much energy. Yeah. The hype is real. The hype is real. But just start tying on some synchronicities that's happening in your life. We're gonna go down. We're gonna dive deep and really get some answers. And for those new to the channel, remember, just ties when you combine your mind with your heart, connect them 2 circles, let it keep on spinning, and you let whatever come out just come out. As these numbers are, if you want to tie, is the basis of our reality. The leading physicist, black guy too, who just revealed to the physics community how he discovered a code in the, it's 11/11. Woo-hoo! We made it to what? We made it to this moment. It's 11/11, November 11/11. The time for you to feel proud, the time for you to just tie. What is that thought on your mind right now? What is that thought? And be grateful for it. Right now, just be grateful for all those thoughts that's coming to your head right now. If it's bad, be grateful that right now you go through those troubled times. Y'all saw yesterday, 2 days ago, the sky was black when I was outside because of the fire that passed over from paradise. So it blocked out the sun. Times, be grateful for the good, be grateful for the bad, because time is going to keep on moving. Time is going to keep on going. And it's 11/11 right now. 11/11 and November 11th. So if y'all Tai'ers is here, I want to thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you, Richard, for tuning in. But now, man, if y'all seeing these numbers everywhere, just be grateful. I'm thinking now, I'm grateful for this channel. I'm grateful that y'all here. Now I have the energy and was able to, at the last moment, get all this stuff together so I can go live on November 11th. And now it's 12. So man, just tie, just tie, just tie, just tie, man. But I was that talking about a page I made back a while ago when it was actually 2011. So it was 11/11, 2011. Check out, I made that Facebook page. But as well, if y'all want to go down, now we can tie into some gematria, get into some number talk now. Now past that time, it actually is still 11/11/11 because November is the 11th month. We're in the 11th day, and it's like, oh, but it's 2018. Break it down. Break it down. 2 plus 0 is 0. I'm going to break it down 2018. And then you got the 1. So 2 plus 0 plus 1 is 3. And then 3 plus 8 is 11. Bang. Gotcha. It's 11/11/11 right there. So just look, I'm just saying, time, just time what's going on around you. But a lot of people that's waking up is all new to this stuff. And if you're one of those ones that's waking up, Tai'ers waking up, and you seeing numbers, random repeating numbers, this reality is built up on feelings and senses and things that we can't see. And part of that is a number system. Numbers is not like how we see it, like 1, 2, 3. Like, it's not just used for counting and keeping track of things. Numbers are actually entities. There, people want to call them angels. And when you see these numbers, it's somebody, someone, or your higher self contacting you and letting you know what's going on. And depending on what numbers you're running into, depends on is what they're trying to say. It's like a relation formula. Like 11/11, if you see 11, that's why I was saying be grateful. That's like saying you on the right, you be grateful, be appreciative of what's going on right now. And usually when you see 11/11 or run across it, you stop and be like, what was that thought I was just thinking about? Like, oh, okay. And usually when I had that thought a couple days ago, I contacted an old friend and was just letting some stuff out because I didn't talk to that person in a long time. And then I was cautious. I was like, should I do this? Should I call? But no, I was writing. I was like, should I email this person or not? And then once I had that thought, I looked at the time, it was 11/11. And I was like, oh, well, my main impatient is the call, so it's 11/11, let's do it. And then at the end of that awesome, beautiful conversation, it was like, yeah, we can be friends. And I felt so excited and I felt happy and joy that I took that leap. And I remembered that I listened to the higher force. And now that burden that was on my life, that was just a skeleton in my closet, is now released. So I'm grateful for that. And if you're seeing and remember, a lot of people skeptics were like, yeah, a lot of people see 11/11. Like I remember it was 11/11 and stuff, but it's all about your how consciously aware you are when you see those numbers, and how consciously aware you're building yourself up to in this realm of reality. Period. That's why I was mentioning a lot of people when they waking up journey start seeing a lot of weird numbers, and they start seeing it over and over and over again. And I believe that's just you being conscious to what's going on. So that number is for you. Because no such thing as coincidences or anything. Just synchronicity for me at the synchronicity at the synchronicity. And if you see in 222, that means you're on the right track. It's like you're on the right track. I see that sometimes. Like if you like I don't know. It's just like you on the right track. Like if you not sure on, like you right in the middle of something. It's like similar to 111, but 111 is like more being grateful and appreciative, and 222 is 2 or whatever form it comes in is more like an affirmation. Like, oh, okay. All right, yeah, I was thinking the right thing. I was doing what I was supposed to do. I am doing good. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. A 111 will have you look at good and bad. 2 and stuff would just be like, all right, you're doing good. You're doing good. Just keep going. Go, go, go. Richard said, I wake up at 222 every morning and meditate till 3:33. Start my day with -11 or plus 555 or divide 0.5 or times 73826. I wanted to code all of it. But I understand it intuitively. I understand what you're saying. There's certain rituals and stuff that you can even get your own habit in. I heard that comedians and people, there's certain people that go up on stage they count to a certain number, or they have a certain number that they repeat to themselves before they go on. Roseanne was saying this on the Joe Rogan podcast. She's like, "Oh, Rogan, you don't have a number?" She's like, "Every meeting has a number," and I believe that's your higher self creating something so you can attach yourself to it and get into this certain zone. Like I was saying, numbers are entities, are powers, spells. They're not just used for counting and keeping track and stuff like the government uses it. They're real things. They're real things. And another thing I was looking at about the go back in time about the 111 is, if like this is a one, this is a one, and if you look it up, it's like two pillars, and that made me think about alchemy and stuff in the Temple of Solomon and the two pillars, Boaz and Jachin, and the Temple of Solomon was not. When you hear about in Freemason and stuff like that, it doesn't represent the physical Temple of Solomon, but a spiritual temple, a temple that's built by man, that man is actually the building block of. They're actually the building block and the shaper. But that's another story. But the temple, what I meant by the pillars is that when you see 111, you can see it as a portal opening in between, because when it's two pillars, you walk in between. And it also represents the middle path. Where's that? Oh, don't have it right now. But yeah, it's a this just got stuck in my tongue. But yeah, it represents the middle path and a portal. So look at when you see 111, you enter into a new portal, into a new dimension, into a new level of experience. And it's good times. Good times is always ahead of you. Good times is ahead of you. I promise. I had wrote down some synchronicities that I wanted to talk about that just been happening that I gathered up. Like just to let y'all know what's going on with Captain Naga. But I wrote, found the magic eye pick after visualizing. Oh yeah. I was I found the magic eye book. And if y'all don't know, magic eye book is it's a book that when you stare at it, you have to look at it with like a sense of calmness and look through the picture and not at it, and then a new picture, 3D picture arises. I'll make a podcast or Psy Tai stream about that. But I was looking up on the internet and stuff, just like, oh, I remember these books. And then I went to the bookstore to go buy a whole nother book entirely, the third book to A Wrinkle in Time, so I can give y'all Pacific. Like, this is no lie. And when I was there, I found the book right away. But then I was looking around my daughter, and then I found the Magic Eye book. And I was like, whoa, wait. And it's a book thrift store. So it's always random books there. It's not just like, oh, we always have these Magic Eye books here. It was only that one. And she's like, oh, these people always buy them up all the time. So you're lucky that you was able to get this right now. I was like, yo, that's cool. I was just looking this up. So I got the book. And then I was like, a week later, just skip past, a week later, I went to the thrift store like I usually do, Goodwill. And I saw a Magic Eye poster. And this is the first time I've been to Goodwill since buying the book. And it was actual Magic Eye poster that somebody donated. It's like huge poster. I can't probably take up this whole screen if I was to like bring it. I gotta hang it up on the wall now. So manifesting, what you focus on is what you're going to create. I heard another one. It said, I wrote, clicked on a video about technology, said I might want to see this. Oh, yeah, it was a thing about technology, and the reporter name was Terrence McKenna. And y'all know I'm always looking up technology and stuff. I mean, mushroom videos and everything like that. So for the reporter name to be Terrence McKenna, it was just wow. That was just a funny story. It was cool. And so synchronicities. Kev, I got mushrooms back. Well, wait, I'm gonna just read this out loud. I don't know what it was. Synchronicities. I like girls, so I clicked on the Go show, 150 a night. They were talking about death, and they were talking about a guy on mushrooms back in the day. Oh, that's the show called The Good Place. The Good Place. I was looking for a new show, and I don't usually watch TV shows or nothing like that. I like watch movies if I am going to watch TV. But it's a show called The Good Place that I do recommend. I'm gonna go deep on that another time. But I was like, oh, let me just watch this show. It's Netflix. It's the middle of the night. I don't know. Let me just click this. And then it's about a show about the afterlife, the supposed afterlife, and how a lot of people got it wrong, religions got it wrong. But the guy was talking to this lady that just passed on, and she was like, he had a picture of a guy, a stoner guy, on his wall. And he's like, yeah, this guy took a bunch of mushrooms back in the 70s, and he got like 82 or 80 something percent of what happens after death, right? And y'all know I'm the mushroom guy. So when I first heard that, it was like, mushrooms? Oh, that's cool. I just watched a mushroom video before this. So this ought to be a cool show. And then I wound up marathoning the whole 2 seasons over like 4 days. So man, it's cool things coming. It's cool things coming. To jump back into some Tai thoughts before I get back into another sync. Oh wait, no, let me just finish this. Let me finish this. Was outside trying to put together. Braden Hardcastle. Thanks for tuning in, bro. He said, bro, I love your videos and all the synchronicities reminds me so much of Terrence McKenna. I think it's just all about just putting yourself out there. Like, and I'm not just talking about, I'm just putting myself out there on YouTube, but in life, I'm out there. I'm out in life. And this is just, I'm chronicling my journeys. That's what it is. Y'all just seeing me on my journey. Not trying to come off as some master of nothing. This is just stuff that I know, and this is what seems most true. And Terrence, I believe, said that a lot too. This is what he used to talk about, things that is just most true to him. So thank you. That's a I'm really soaking that up right now. But thanks, bro. Thanks. That's cool. Yeah, 1 is a masculine number. Going back. Hold on. And I got a bunch of different notes going around. Alright, I said October 30th. I told my baby was gonna watch Magic School Bus. And she wanted to play I think she wanted to play hide and seek or something. Oh, wait, here it is. Yeah. Tell my baby we were going to watch the Magic School Bus. She said, no, I do not want to watch it. So she went to go hide. And then the Magic School Bus episode that just popped up without me scrolling was called Hide and Seek. So that was pretty dope to me. Like, she's like, I don't want to watch it, Daddy. She tried to hide behind the pillow so I can feel sorry for her and change my mind. But without me scrolling and looking for an episode, it was just like, hey, the hide and seek episode. Richard, what you say, bro? He said, Danny Wilton, Temple of a Man in Enemy's Cathedral, France. Just watched this and you spoke of it, similar to Solomon's Temple. And the cathedral, let me screenshot that. Bang, so I can look that up. All right, I'm gonna look into that. I don't have really any base knowledge on that right now. It's in France. I know they got a lot of Gothic cathedral. Yeah, they dive real deep into the architecture. That's cool. I'm just looking to see some other synchronicities. November took a big leap. November 4th took a big leap in. Yeah, she said we can be friends. I was talking about that one. November 7th said save the video. Yeah, y'all had these coincidences in your life too. Synchronicities, not coincidence. Synchronicity where you like, you save the video or save the document, and then the computer or something just shut down. You're like, I'm lucky I did that. That happened to me on November 7th. I wrote it down. My computer doesn't hold that long of battery, so I was working on some real important video. Saved it, like a voice in my head said, save it. I was like, all right. 30 seconds later, just cut off. Just cut right off. That's a lesson to me, to just keep that mind open. To keep your mind open to voices that feel disconnected from yourself. Because this probably is you. It probably is you just trying to get through to this anime Sims-like character. And I use Sims because I was just talking about the Sims and how they have like these crystal gems over top of them. and our bones and everything are like our crystals. If you want to think of it like that, our bones are crystals, and we're controlling it. We're controlling it like that, man. So true. My goal is to become to peace with myself as much as you have spiritually sent me on a journey. So true, Braden said. My goal is to come to peace with myself as much as you have spiritually sent me on a journey that I can't understand yet. All those little synchronicities seem like reassurance from them, the other. It really is. It really is. And the world will get you trapped up. I say the world as just people that's not caught up to the understanding yet. Is that they will say, you're just tripping, or it's just some numbers. And then you be like, oh, you just brush it off, and then you forget about it. That's why I'm getting in track. Try writing things down. Writing some things down so that you can reassure yourself in the future. Because the now is comprises of the past and the present and the future and everything. But still, we have to, in this game, in order to play this game efficiently, it's cool to write some things down. Just write some things down. It says, bro, every time synchronicities happens to me, it gives me a beautiful feeling. And then when I used to question it would just confuse me and give me the complete opposite. So that brought me into the feeling of learning to let go. Let go. Another beautiful thing is that if you're seeing 3-3 is that's the time for change. It's a time for that, not just for change, but it's a sign that your change is having an effect on this membrane, this membrane of reality. It's starting to physically have an effect. Like really, you're able to see things now, like a plan that you was working on, and you were starting to see the 111. Yeah, I hate when people say you're just tripping. Brandon said, I hate when people tell me you're tripping. Rich said, I have 3 tablets full of names, places, and things to research or have already researched. Because things be coming up, and then you'll forget about it. And then sometimes you come across a video, I believe that's your higher self saying, yeah, remember you were supposed to be focusing on this? Remember you said you wanted to do that? But the time scale I was saying for the 111 to the 2 to the 3 is that we see 1 is kind of on a waking up path. This affirmation and like, all right, be grateful of what's going on, the good and the bad. The 2 is like, all right, you on the right path. You going on the right path. Or don't look at his term as right and wrong, as termed as our level of thinking, but that the path that something is leading you on for higher glory or whatever it is, that's just the right way to go. It may lead to some things that's going to cause you some irritation, but the irritation is just another blessing in disguise, you mean? And that so then when you get to the 333, these are all master numbers. When you get to the 333, that's when it signs that things that you've been plotting out is actually coming into formation. Like I was saying that before, it's actually happening. Your time is now. And if some cool things that I talked about in the past, came across in the past, about 33, you usually see this number and people talk about Masons and things like that, and they say, oh, it's probably an evil number, 333, the Masons like it and stuff like that. Yo, you tripping, you crazy, like don't focus on that stuff, that's what the Masons, that's all blah 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 blah. But really, esoteric knowledge is just esoteric knowledge. And whoever chooses to pick up on it and manipulate it, just what they do. I'm talking about the real esoteric bottom line right now. Just tie. Just think about it. But 33 is, think about the spine and the Kundalini energy and how important that is to us in our awakening processes, because it allows us to fully bring the energies into this reality and fully realize ourselves. Like the 7 chakras is all go together, being from the root all the way to the crown, being satisfied with this life, your sexual energies, having a strong will, having a strong heart, being able to talk, being able to think, and being able to receive and express and all that stuff. There are 33 vertebrae in your spine. 33 vertebrae. Think just how about that? So the activation of that means that you're the magician, you're the Superman, or whatever it is in your world, a realm of reality. And so when that's fully activated, you're 33. Like your whole spine is activated, your whole chakra system is going on. So that's a cool thing. I was talking about 33. And also another Thai thought is water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Thai about that. I'm working from 0 going up, not working down. So things are frozen at water is frozen at 32 degrees and below. It has one rigid form. It's in a box. It's in one or a shape. Whatever shape it was in, that's the shape it was always in because it was below 32 degrees. And then when it reaches 33 degrees, it starts to melt. And it starts to be able to flow and fill containers and be able to move into other forms. And that's another secret of becoming 33 and seeing 33. If you see in 33, just talk about what I'm saying right now. It's like the awakening. You're finally able to move, and like I was saying, it's fluid. You had that fluid energy, and then eventually you move on to steam and air and stuff like that. But overall, that's how we start off in this world. We start off, we're born into this box. We're told a name. We're told how to act. We're even given personality traits by our parents and people around us through nurture and epigenetics. But it's all going to tie around. It's all going to tie around when you start reaching, seeing those numbers 33. All right, and the last thing I got for y'all, I wrote this down as well, is one of the hugest synchronicities related to me moving from Philadelphia to California. And this is when I ran across this. I'm gonna give backstory how I ran across it. I was just playing around on Google Maps, and every time I would like see the distance, I was like, wait, that's kind of a straight line across. It's kind of a straight line, and I brushed it off. It's that brushing off stuff, because and I went back on, like it just kept reminding me to dive more deeper into this. I kept saying, oh, it's from Cali to Philadelphia. It's going to look straight across the map and stuff like that. But then I took a deeper look, and I downloaded Google Earth, and then I looked up my old position on Philadelphia, and then where I am now. I like typed in exact addresses, and the number that popped up on the latitude, hopefully I'm getting that right, the latitude going across, it was 39 degrees, and it was straight across. It's not like it was an angle, and where I'm at in Cali was a little lower at like 40 degrees. Well, it would be higher, 40 degrees or 45 degrees. And my house was at 39 degrees. Literally was 39 degrees all the way across. 30. So I literally moved from one part of the country and just zip zap to the other side, zip zoom to the other side. And if you see in 39, I looked up what 39 meant. And 39 meant, I wrote it down, say creative inclination. Yeah, it means that if you've seen this number, you have a creative side that's meant to benefit mankind and not just small groups of people. It's meant to have an art piece, a video piece. For me, it's working with videos, and also I do painting and things like that. But being able to benefit people in the masses through creative expression. And that's what I came here to do. That's why I moved to California. I felt trapped in Philadelphia. I felt I was living under different people's houses and things like that, and that nature. So to each his own. I really appreciate and love my family to death. But you know how sometimes you just have to get out and start things on your own. Start things on your own, come up with your own ideas, your own mode of thinking. So that's what was really, that's what happened. So me see this number, it was awesome. And another cool number related to this, stick with me, just tie with me, is 2,770. 2,770. That's the distance from my mom's house, because she still lives there, to my house in California. So you're like, what does this number mean? I was like, what does this number mean? And they said, when I was looking into it, I did some meditating on this as well. A lot of meditating. Like I found this out about a week ago, just a week and a half ago. So I had some time to tie really on this. And what it was saying was, what I got the message, because this is how I was always feel, is that it's time to let go. It's time to let go and release things that was holding me back. So if you see in 2,770, 2770, that means it's time to not let those energies that's been holding you back or holding you down or not allowing to be fully expressive of yourself. It's time to let that go. Man, it's a rousing of your awareness. It means you're becoming more aware of what's going on. And the more aware you are, the less BS you're willing to take. So you're going to do some moving things, and you're going to have to let some things go. You're going to have to just let some things go. Man. And another thing it was saying, be more open-minded, and as well, don't let anything stand in your way. It was a huge move for me to move 2,770 miles on a whim. We didn't really have a huge plan. It was just me, my daughter, and her mom. No job. It just was like, we gotta do something. We got part of it hooked up with a cool housing program, and it was bam, bam, there from there. So all of this numbers is teaching you. Numbers is talking to you. Captain Naga is translating the numbers for you right now. But let these numbers speak for you and see what they reveal in your life for yourself. It's amazing. Life is magic. Life is magical. And don't let anybody ever tell you any different. But and guys, that's what I have today. That's what I have for y'all right now. If y'all like this, please drop some likes, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when I go live again. Got some shirts coming soon. Been working on some cool Just Tie shirts. And as well, I'm releasing a video later. I was been paying more attention to my astrology sign. This was a cool synchronicity. Last one I'm gonna say, I promise. It was I was feeling stuck on an idea to come up with a video. Because usually I don't have to think that much. It just be coming to me. And I was like, I'm just going to set up the camera, let whatever happen. But a couple days ago, I was kind of stuck. I was stagnant. And then I looked up what's going on with Sagittarius signs and what's going on in the stars. And it was saying for me to just wait. To wait. And that it was a new form of communication that I have not experienced yet, or have not chose to dwell, or haven't experienced yet. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna let sun come to me. And what I gotta say overall is that the video that I came up with is the video that's gonna be released at 1 o'clock today. And it's a painting video. It's my hands in it, and it's a chill, got a nice dope soundtrack. It's about 6 tracks playing throughout it, so you could just play and listen to the music, or you could look at the cool picture that I was painting, and also got words talking over it and things like that. It's a real creative thing. It's not just me talking. It's a lot going on. It's a mold and a mix. So I think the stars. I am the stars. But that synchronicity was cool because me paying attention to it allowed me to find a new mode of expression that doesn't just entail using words. And I really appreciate that because I have a Mercury that's in Sagittarius, so that means my mode of communication with words is not always going to come out like how I want it. But that's just another story what I'm working on. But yeah, just time for that. Be ready at 1 o'clock. But what I got, the last thing I got is just check us out on YouTube, Instagram, and everything. And peace and blessings to everyone that was in. I'm writing you down so I don't forget people like you and True and all the people who devote their lives to help another. Yeah, thanks, bro. I appreciate that. I love that. It's all love. It's all love. But man, yeah. See y'all. I really don't want to sign off, but I gotta attend to some things. But thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you. Let me give out the shouts. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Richard. As usual, wow. And thank you, Brandon, for listening to the little voice that sent you this way. And yeah, I see y'all next time. This is Captain Naga asking y'all We all tired. But do we really tired? Sometimes, I don't know, dude. Sometimes I really don't know. Till next time, it's Captain Naga. Just saying, Tai always. That's what it was. Peace and blessings to everyone that was in paradise whose house was burned down during the campfire. I'm in Chico, like I made a video. I'm not too far away. They stopped the fire right at the edge of my city. So I'm real grateful that my family is safe. And they're giving away free clothes at Goodwill if this catches you. It's always a sad time to see you leave, Captain. Oh, bye, Ty. Bye, Richard. I'm just seeing that. Good thing I made that came up. Alright, we're gonna make this a happy time. But I'm just saying peace and blessings to everyone in paradise. We all in this together. Just Ty, Ty always. Love y'all. Really do.